Yo guys, it's your boy Fabian, back again with another video. And it's time for yet another Eurovision 2023 video, but today it's not going to be a reaction. If you've been on my channel the last couple of weeks, you would have seen that I've reacted to every single entry this year, but they're all done now. So if you want to check those out, make sure you check those out. But what we're going to be doing today, I've created a tier list and we're going to be going through every single entry this year since we know all of them now. And I'm going to be putting them into the different sections depending on how good I think the song is or how disappointing the song is. I'm going to show you the sections in a little while, but before we get into it, make sure you subscribe down below, press the bell notification button down below so you can be the first to know when I upload, and make sure you check out all the Eurovision entries that I've done because I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy those. But yeah, let's stop with the talking and crack on with the Eurovision 2023 tier list. Let's go. Alright guys, so as you can see here, I've got 5 sections. I've got elite material, and in this section is just going to be songs that I think are the best of the bunch, essentially. Then we've got good but not elite. So it's a good song, just I don't think it's got the potential to win, essentially. So the elite section, they got a chance to win. Decent entry is just a okay song, nothing more, nothing less, do you know what I mean? It's not good, it's just decent. Then we've got disappointed. Disappointed is the section where, look, I expected more from that country and the song was a little bit of a letdown. And then the last section, shocking. I don't think I need to explain any further than that. So yeah, I've got the list on my phone as well so I can remember who the entries were, just because there's so many. But yeah, let's crack on now, starting off with Albania. Now listen, I'm Albanian background wise, so I'm gonna take the bias of I know what the lyrics mean, so I'm just gonna take it as what people who don't understand Albanian will hear, essentially. So for me, I think it's a decent entry. I'm gonna put this one in decent entry. I don't think it'll win. I think I think it's a bit 50-50. So for this one, I'll be honest, and I'll put this one on decent entry. So look, I hope it smashes it for obvious reasons, but for me, it's a different entry. So yeah, Albania's going there. Then we've got Armenia, and Armenia was brunette. Sorry, I'm looking down by the way, because obviously I have to remind myself who it was. So brunette was representing Armenia, and I think that was a good song. I really like this one. Do I think it can win? Nah, I don't think it can win. So for me, this is going into good, not elite. So this one, remember, I think is a really good song. I just don't think it's going to win. Elite material is elite for Eurovision, and I think is going to have a chance to win. So yeah, that's where Armenia is going. Then we've got Australia, and representing Australia was Voyager, and this was actually the first reaction I've done. So for me, I think, again, just like Albania, this is going to be a decent entry. I like the song, but I don't think it was great. Obviously, when I first reacted to this, I really liked it, but over time, you're looking at all the entries essentially, and yeah, opinions change. So for me, it's a decent entry. Then we've got Austria. So Austria was Taya and Selena, and for me, this one, again, it won't win, but I think this one is going to be a good but not elite. That's where I'm putting this one. It won't win, but I wouldn't say it's a decent entry. That gets you on your feet, do you know what I mean? So for me, good but not elite. Azerbaijan next, and Azerbaijan was, let's have a look, who was representing Azerbaijan. Yes, it was Turan X. For me, I'm going to put this in disappointed. I'll put this in disappointed because I expect better entries from Azerbaijan, you know what I mean? I always look forward to their entries, so yeah, for me, that's going into the disappointed section. Belgium was, let's have a look, it was Gustav, yes. Look, for me, I think this one will go into decent entry. At the time when I done the reaction, I really liked it, and to be honest, I really like it now, but I just think as far as the singing competition goes, yeah, I think it's just a decent entry. Okay, Croatia. Listen, for me, I love Croatia as a country, do you know what I mean? But this one, listen, for me, it goes into shocking. I'm sorry, I don't know what they were thinking with this one. Listen, you can argue about the message all you want, but at the end of the day, it's a singing competition, and what they put up on there could get misconstrued very easily if you don't speak the language. The costumes, etc, etc, and obviously, like, I realized later on what it all was. So yeah, for me, it's in shocking. Cyprus, we had Andrew Lambrew. So look, I really like this one. So for me, this one is in good, but not elite. So I really like this song, but I don't think it's gonna win. I don't think it's gonna win, but you know what? It's a very, very good song, so it's definitely going there. Then we got Czech Republic. You know what? Czech Republic I really like. But I think, can it win? I don't think it can win. So I'm gonna put it in good, but not elite. So Czech Republic, if I can remember that, let me just have a look at the names. Czech Republic was Vesna, and this was one of the earliest reactions. And you know what? I really like the song. I really, really like the song. But you know what? It's just not elite, is it? Nah, it's not elite. I don't think they can win. So yeah, I think that's a good, but not elite. Denmark, for me, I'm putting this one in shocking. I'm putting this one in shocking because I didn't know what they were doing with that robotic chorus. Like, I don't know if you guys heard it, but that robotic chorus just wasn't for me. There was no energy, there was nothing exciting about it. So for me, shocking, 100%. Estonia, I'm putting in, one second. Estonia, I'm putting into decent entry. So we had Estonia, if I just remember her name because I don't want to make any mistakes. So you had Elika with Bridges, and yeah, I think it's just a decent entry, to be honest. Nothing more, nothing less, essentially. Then we've got Finland, and here we have Carrier. So look, this one for me, 100% the first song going into elite material. I think this one is an incredible song. I absolutely love this one. I have this one on repeat, and you know what? I think they can win it with this one. I can see a lot of people not liking this one, but I think the overall feeling is that, yeah, everyone really, really likes it. So look, I think it's elite, and I think it can win. Then we got France, and representing France was Lazara. And you know what? Again, I think this one's gonna go in elite because I think this one could win it. I think it could win it. Would I say it's an elite song for my taste? Not necessarily, but I think in terms of what it can do in this Eurovision, I think it can win it. It's a sneaky one for me. It's a sneaky one. So yeah, definitely going into elite. Then we have Georgia, which came out yesterday, and representing Georgia was Iru. Georgia was hyped before I started it, you know what I mean? Before I started the reaction, it was very hyped. But in my honest opinion, I'm just gonna put it in, decent entry. I think the hype was real before. I didn't feel the hype too much. I think it is a song that could get better over time though. So I haven't really heard it much since I reacted to it. But yeah, for me, it's going into decent entry. Then we've got Germany, and representing Germany is Lord of the Lost, and I really like this one. This is one of my favorites, but my problem with this one is, and this is what I was saying to my family, is that for some reason, and I don't know why, this is the one country that I can see doing really well and somehow winning, or ending up with 0 points. I don't know why, but that's just my feeling, and because of that, I'm just gonna put this one into good, but not elite. So for me, one of my favorites, I just have a feeling this one could go either which way, so I'm not putting it in elite material. Then we've got Greece, and this one for me, 100% has to go into disappointed. And representing Greece was, yeah, Victor Vernikos. And look, I think I expect a lot from Greece every single year, right? But for me, this one was a bit of a letdown. It didn't have a Greek feel whatsoever, and that's why I love Greece's entries all the time. So yeah, I think for me, it's going into disappointed. I expected more. Then we've got Iceland. I think Iceland for me, if I can remember, what's the name? Dilia. I really like the song. I really enjoyed this entry. So for me, this one is going into good, but not elite. So I think it's a good song. It's just not going to win Eurovision. So yeah, nice song from Iceland. Then we've got Ireland. I'm gonna put Ireland, overall I'm gonna put Ireland into shocking. Not because I think the song is shocking per se, so it's not like a Croatia, but I just think it's gonna get so lost, and I don't even think it's gonna make the final, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, like, it's not a country I look out for too much when it comes to Eurovision. Like, I don't expect big things from them all the time, so that's why I can't put them into disappointed. So for me, I think it's going into shocking. Then we've got Israel, and I think Israel, if I can just look at her name. 1 second. Israel, yeah, Noah Kirol. And you know what? I think this one could win it. I think this one has the chance to win it, and I'm putting that one in elite material. So yeah, this one had about 5 songs in one. So listen, it's got a bit of everything for everyone. So yeah, next one we've got Italy. Italy's a tricky one because Italy, I would say the song's not elite, but for some reason Italy does well with these, you know what I mean? So I don't know, this is a tricky one for me. I don't know, I think, can Italy win? They all, you know what, I'm putting Italy in good but not elite. I think they can win, I just wouldn't put it in the obvious choice to win Eurovision. So yeah, if his name was Marco Mengoni. So yeah, good song, just I don't think he's gonna win this time. Latvia, for me, shocking. I know there was a few people who really like the song. I don't really know why, if I'm being honest. So yeah, shocking song. I think the chorus was catchy, was nice, but leading up to it, the start of the song, I think for me was shocking. So it's going into the shocking. Then we've got Lithuania. So let's have a look. Representing Lithuania this year was Monika Linkute, and yeah, for me, this one is gonna be a decent entry. This one's a decent entry. I think, yeah, a decent entry is just those songs that are just in the middle. It's like, yeah, nice, like, okay, we move on kind of thing. So it goes there. Malta for me, listen, Malta, a lot of people like this one. I don't know, for me, I'm just gonna put it, you know what, I'm gonna put it decent entry, just because I think a lot of people will like just enjoy the vibe of this one. So for me, it's going decent, and it's going into decent entry. Moldova, I really like this song. Moldova was Pasha Parfeni. Can it win? Listen, I think song-wise it can win, but then there's still a part of me that thinks, can Moldova as a country win Eurovision? I don't know. I'm gonna put it though in elite material. I'm gonna put it elite material just because I think the vibe is so good, it's so winner worthy. So yeah, I'm putting it elite material. For me, I think that one's gonna be a bit like, you guys are gonna debate that one. So what we got next? We got the Netherlands, and the Netherlands was, let me just check, was Mia, Nicolai and Dion Cooper. Nice song, nice song. Now, having looked back, I think it is a really nice song. Can it win? I think it can, you know. So I'm gonna put this one in elite material, and yeah, man, I got a feeling they're gonna do well, and it is one of those you can somehow see winning even if you don't necessarily agree. So for me, elite material. Norway was a nice entry, Alexandra, and can they win it? I think they can as well. So for me, this one is going into elite material. I really like this one of my favorites from this year's Eurovision. Then we've got Poland, and Poland was, if I'm not mistaken, Blanka. Let's have a look. Poland, yeah, Blanka, and for me this was a huge letdown, especially with the reaction I done. So yeah, this one was a shocking performance in my honest opinion, to the point where even their own black Polish people are not happy with this entry. So that's that. Then we've got Portugal next. Portugal, we got Mimicat, and listen, I got a lot of heat for this one. I don't really know why, but people do get defensive. It is what it is. I'm just gonna put this one in decent entry. I don't think it's gonna win, and I think people are overhyping it. But listen, everyone's back in their own country, and it is what it is. People do get patriotic, and that's the case with every single country. So for me, decent entry. Then we've got Romania. Romania for me, shocking. I did not like that song whatsoever. I was bored doing that reaction, I'm not gonna lie. Then we've got San Marino, which was Peaked Jacks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Peaked Jacks. Again, for me, shocking. Nothing great about that one. So yeah, less said about that, the better. Then we've got Serbia. Look, Serbia, I'm gonna put, do you know what it is? I don't really like the song, if I'm being honest, right? But somehow they'll probably do better. You know what, yeah, I'm putting this one in disappointed. I'll put this one in disappointed just because I know how good Serbian music can be, and for me, yeah, I expect a lot more from them. I listen to a lot of Serbian music in my own time, you know what I mean? I listen to a lot of countries in my own time. So I know how good the music can be, and for me, there was not much music. People can say it's artistic all they want, but at the end of the day, yeah, for me, there was something missing. Okay, so the next one is Slovenia, and that is Joker Out. And for me, do you know what? I'm just gonna put this on a decent little entry. Nothing special, I wouldn't say shocking. So yeah, decent entry for me, just an okay song. Then we've got Spain, and Spain for me is Black Paloma representing Spain. And for Spain is one of those where when I checked out initially, I was like, it's interesting. It's not a bad song, but I can't see it. I don't really get it too much. I've heard it a few times. I really like this one, and you know what? I think, can they win? Nah, I'm gonna put it in good, but not elite. I don't think they can win it. So yeah, but very good song nonetheless. Then we've got Sweden, which is Loreen, and you know what? I got a bit of heat for this one. I heard this one a couple of times again, and you know what? I think, if I'm being completely honest, I think this one is going to be the winner this year. So this one is going into elite material. Listen, you can change your mind when it comes to this stuff. You get me? Like, it's like people seem to think that if you make your opinion once, it stays the same. Listen, everything flows. You get me? Like, things can change. So now we've got Switzerland, and Switzerland here is Remo Fora. I like this song. I do like the song. There's been a bit of hate for this one, but listen, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone's gonna like everything. I like this one, but for me, this one is going into decent entry. This one's going into decent entry. Then we've got Ukraine, and Ukraine is, who was it? It was Tvorchi. Listen, I was a bit disappointed with this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one is going into disappointing for me because I expect big things when it comes to Ukraine and Eurovision. And for me, like, the vibe was just a bit off with this one. It's a bit slow. Nothing. It didn't feel too Ukraine. You get me? So yeah, that was a disappointing one. And then we've got United Kingdom, which is the last one, and that's May Muller. I started off with Albania, which is my background, and ended the video now with United Kingdom, which is where I live. So interesting. But UK May Muller, I think this is a good entry. And you know what? I think they can win it. I do. I really think they can. So yeah, that's it, guys. As you can see there. For me, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 8 countries in elite material: Finland, France, Israel, Moldova, Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, UK. Now, listen, this kind of thing is gonna get a lot of hate from people. It is what it is, you know what I mean? It's my opinion, it's not fact. But let me know your opinion in the comments below. Where do you think I've gone wrong? What would you change from what I picked here? Let me know. Obviously, there's gonna be differences between mine and yours and everyone else's. So yeah, I'll be interested to know. But I'm gonna wrap things up. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment below some more suggestions. I'll try to check out for you guys as always. But I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. So thanks for watching. Keep yourself safe out there. Have a good day. Have a good evening. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a good one.